If you liked the video, click like. If you want to join the Little House on the Road family, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Little House on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, I promised you yesterday that I would, on the little live feed I did, that I would give you an update on what's going on. So yesterday we decided to go to the ranger's office. We wanted to investigate campsite hosting. We've learned a little bit about it, and we thought it would be an interesting topic to discuss with Little House on the Road family. We thought it would be an interesting topic to discuss with the Little House on the Road family, and maybe even give it a try. See what it's all about, see if there's, I don't know. We were just investigating, that's all. Well, so we went to town for about 3 hours, and when we came back, our camper no longer existed. The only thing that was left was the frame, the metal frame. It had caught on fire, and absolutely have no idea why. There was still some flames, that we had to put out, so we got some water out of the river with the only bucket that was left. Spent about an hour putting out the flames, getting the hot spots down. And there was nobody around, so I mean, it just went up. The campground was fine. The only thing that burned was the camper. But everything we owned was in it, except for the computers. We took the computers with us, fortunately. What you're seeing me wear is what I had on yesterday. That's all we got. So we're going to go to Goodwill and purchase, some clothes. We got to clean up the campsite. That's the big thing. We went to the ranger's office right when they were closing. We went back to the ranger's office right when they were closing to let them know that it burnt down. And they're going to do an investigation to see if there was anything mischievous going on. We're grateful for them, but they said take our time. They were real gracious and helpful, and understand that we have limited resources. And get some clothes. We're going to clean up the campsite as best as we can. I'm trying to get a trailer so we can get the frame onto the trailer, and we'll take it to the dump, I guess, on Monday. Just the other day I made a video about the worst thing that can happen on, I think it was an Easy 5 Friday. Then one of them was the camper break. Well, yep, the camper broke, so here we are. Yesterday we decided we wanted to go get a hotel room just so we could sit around and think. Unfortunately, they were all booked. We finally decided, okay, well, let's get a tent, and we'll just stay in a tent. And I got to thinking, as we were getting ready to go buy it, I'm not sure I wanted to do that. It's going to rain tomorrow. Well, I asked Carolyn, and she agreed. Why don't we stay in the truck? Just live in the truck for a while. Yes, it'll be uncomfortable, but it'll be dry. Whereas the tent, we're always going to be fighting the dryness. And no matter what we do on a rain day, we're going to be enclosed in a tight area, whether it's the truck or a tent. So why not just be in the truck and be dry? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get on Craigslist, immediately start looking for new campers. I mean, we already saw one reasonably cheap, $1,000. I mean, so it looks like we're going to have some success. We might have to look around a little bit. The generator burned up, which is unfortunate because we could still use that to get internet with the truck. So that's unfortunate. The Berkey water filter is gone, so we have no filtered water. So we're going to have to buy water. So our cost is going to go up quite a bit this month. I probably won't even do a budget. And we'll just figure out what the emergency fund. And we've talked about emergency funds endlessly, savings account. You got to make sure you got money. I cannot imagine if you came out here and you ran into this problem, you'd be able to handle it without having some sort of financial resources. And I'm not saying you got to be rich, but you got to have some savings, some emergency fund. Mosquitoes are terrible. See, the mosquitoes are bad, and I don't even have my bug spray. Everything burned up. My glasses burned up. Everything. It was incredible. That fire must have been the hottest fire on the planet. It must have been hot as the sun. It was incredible. Everything melted. The roof melted. The siding, the panel, on the side melted. That's metal. It melted. Just incredible. The intensity of that fire. Okay, so we're trying to look at this in a positive outlook, and I think we're having quite a bit of success with this. We're looking at it as it really isn't much different than if your house had burned up. you'd still be without a house. You would have to find immediate action to get yourself taken care of, which is what we have done. We're in our truck, we're safe. And I think as long as we got the truck, we always got a home. So we're good there. If you had a stick and brick, these things are going to happen. As a matter of fact, I asked Carolyn, do you feel like we would feel worse if our house had burnt up or if the pop-up burnt up? And we've decided that we've already felt worse with the house. We were robbed twice within a week a couple of years ago. It was a devastating thing. We just did not feel safe anymore. Well, being out here, we still feel safe. The things we lost are sad, but there was no sentimental items. All our sentimental items are back at Mom's house. It's just, you know, these t-shirts. You see me wear these t-shirts. How much are they? $2? I mean, it's not going to be very difficult to replace. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know about insurance and insurance claims and all that. Well, I'm not going to talk about insurance. It seems like no matter what I say about insurance, people don't like what I have done, or it becomes a political issue. So I'm just not going to get into it. Everybody's going to have an opinion about it. Everybody's going to have an opinion about how much it should cost. So just know that financially, we're going to be able to take care of this problem if we can get so we can replace our camper. And we're going to try to get a new pop-up. We've already talked about it. There's no reason to do anything different. You may worry about, you know, well, aren't you worried about catching on fire again? Well, of course we're worried about it. But a house burns down too, like I just said. So it doesn't matter what you have, things happen, and that's where we're going to look at this. So anyway, that's what's happened. I'll try to keep you up to date as much as possible. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And happy traveling.